Okay, here we are on the MLS. We are doing a full search for status. The statuses that are going to show up on the chart are going to be active, pending, sold, and expired. So make sure you're highlighting all of those. And also you should be probably paying attention to the appropriate date ranges to kind of trim down some of the results for the charts. I've done an example search, searching in Sutton Lakes in the past 90 days. I've got 19 results here. Let's go ahead and look at some of those results. One thing to note, for properties that you select to export, you must include some sold properties. For the chart, when the chart draws the line in the scatter plot, it's based on the sold properties only. So if you have no sold properties, you won't have a regression line shown on the chart. So once you've got your list, you want to make your selections of which properties you want to export. You could select all of them with this checkbox right here. You could uncheck all of them. So for this one, for example, I've got 19 properties, which is a good number. I'm going to check them all, and as I look through, I see one of these is a 5-bedroom. I'm going to uncheck that one. I'm not interested in that one as part of the chart for whatever reason. Now here is a huge point to make. We've got results and we've got selected. So these numbers are different. So what we want to do is you always want to make sure you've got selected highlighted. So let's say also, for example, I want to edit this search. I want to add some properties. Let's say I don't like 90 days out. I want to change it to 180 days out. Okay. So my results have ticked up from 19 to 37. Let's go look at my list again. So here's where it's critical. I've got 37 results, but only 18 selected. And so if you're going to add properties here, this is a big deal for the export, and you'll see that in 1 second. So I'm going to check a couple of additional properties that I liked from this 180 days compared to 90 days. And now I want to export these 21 selected properties. However, once I did the edit search and then came back to the list, it actually defaulted to results. So I want to recheck selected, and now we're ready for our export. So I'm going to cruise over to here to export listings, click, and all of the defaults here should be fine. The only thing to pay attention to is you probably want to export your selected matches only. So I don't want to export all 37. I only want the properties that I've really selected for this particular chart. So that's the one change you've got to make. Leave this as generic text export. Don't touch anything else in here. You do your CAPTCHA, I guess, to make sure that there's no robots trying to make charts for whatever reason, and then click export. So this is the default file name for all exports. If you export more than one, it's going to say text export 1.csv. So this is an Excel type file. One thing specifically to note, however, is if you don't know where these files live on your computer, one quick little way to do that is to hit this little caret. Depending on your browser, it might look a little bit different, but all of them are somewhat similar. And you can say, hey, show in folder. So that's going to open up directly to the folder that that file was sent to in the download. So I think the default for most Windows is downloads, but some people have set that folder to something different. Some people set it to desktop or something. So that's a cool little trick. And that is how you export from MLS.